Good morning class. Today I will take the revision of chapter 4 unit 1 and it is endocrine system. Now I have explained you already in last class that there are two types of cellular body found in this environment. First is unicellular and second is multicellular. In unicellular organism, the life processes occurs or controlled by single cell. But in multicellular organism, it is very complex. It is controlled by organ system, by the different organs involved in organ system. Such as, and they form organ system, such as digestive system, respiratory system, and all these systems, as I told you, that all these systems are done by different organs. So it must be very necessary that these organs works together, and they should be coordinate with each other. And this coordination is brings by the two systems, and these two systems are nervous system and endocrine system. Nervous system controls the body by sending the message through the nerves, while endocrine system controls the body by secreting the chemical substance, and that chemical substance is called hormones. And for the secretion of these chemicals, there are special organs found in our body, and these organs are known as gland. So there are two types of gland found in our body: exocrine gland and endocrine gland. Exocrine gland like liver, salivary gland, these glands secretes their secretion not directly into the blood. They secrete their secretion and they send their secretion through the duct into the blood or into the specific organ, like suppose pancreas. Pancreas is both exocrine, works exocrinely and endocrinely. Exocrinely, it secretes the pancreatic juice, and this pancreatic juice not secreted directly into the blood, but first it sends to the intestine, small intestine, and in small intestine it mixes with the digestive food, and then it mixes with the blood. In this way, it secretes pancreatic juice not directly into the blood, but through the intestine. When it mixes with the food, then it mixes to the blood. That's why it is called exocrine gland. This is the work of exocrine gland. Now endocrine gland. Endocrine glands directly secretes their secretion into the blood, so that they are not having duct for their secretion. Hence they are also called ductless gland. And there are various ductless glands found in our body. First of all, I will tell you what is hormone. Hormone is a chemical substance that acts on a specific organ, and it stimulates that organ for the working. And in this way, it shows its action, different action. Now, there are various glands found in endocrine glands found in our body. First is thyroid gland, second is adrenal gland, third is pancreas, and fourth is the testes, gonads. They are the gonads, testes and ovaries, and last and main gland is the pituitary gland. Now let's start with the thyroid gland. The first gland is a thyroid gland. Thyroid gland is a butterfly shaped gland, and it is found below the larynx or voice box. And it has two lobes. This is the structure of thyroid gland. It has two lobes on either side of the windpipe. The main secretion of thyroid gland is the thyroxine, and thyroxine contains large amount of iodine in it. And so deficiency of iodine means the deficiency of thyroxine. The main function of thyroxine is to regulate the metabolic activities in our body. All the metabolic activities of human body is controlled by the thyroxine. So if it secretes more in our body, then it causes hyperthyroidism. and if secretes in low amount, then it causes hypothyroidism. In this way, its secretion causes two types of disease in our body. It's hypersecretion and hyposecretion. The hyposecretion of thyroxine causes cretinitis in childhood. This type of child having delayed their mental and physical development, and it slows their growth also. In this way, it is very dangerous for that type of children. So cretinitis is the lower it causes lower due to the lower secretion of thyroxine in childhood. Now next is the goiter. Goiter, we all know that it is iodine deficiency disease, and when goiter means low secretion of thyroxine or low amount of iodine in our blood. Due to low amount of iodine in our blood, it swells, the thyroid gland swells, and the lumps are visible. Goiter causes due to the deficiency of iodine in our body, means deficiency of thyroxine. Now myxedema. Myxedema is also the hypothyroidism, and it causes in the adult when thyroxine secretes in low amount in adult, so it causes myxedema. And the symptom of myxedema, slowness of the mental activities and physical activities. Now hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism means higher secretion of thyroxine. As I told you that thyroxine controls all the metabolic activities in our body. If it secretes in large amount, then it also increases the metabolic activities in our body, and hence rapid weight loss occurs in our body and rapid heart rate. It also increases the heart rate in our body. So this is all about the thyroid gland. Now the next gland is the adrenal gland. Adrenal gland found on the kidney, on the upper above the kidney. This is suppose this is the kidney, and this is the adrenal gland, and it is found above the kidney, and it has two layered structure. Outer layer is called cortex and inner is called medulla. The cortex secretes cortisol, and the main function of cortisol, it regulates the functioning of protein, fats and glucose in our body. Cortex also secretes more hormones that controls the that regulates the salt and other chemicals in our blood. Now next is the medulla. Medulla secretes epinephrine in our body, and this epinephrine is also called stressful hormone. It works in our stressful condition. It controls our body in stressful condition, so it is secretes by the medulla. This is all about the adrenal gland. Now, next is the pancreas. Pancreas is a leaf-like structure. This is another gland. It is a leaf-like structure present below the stomach. It is present between our stomach and duodenum part of our intestine. Now, it works both exocrinely and endocrinely. Exocrinely, it secretes pancreatic juice, which first mixes with our digestive food, and then it mixes with the blood. So it works exocrinely also, and it also works endocrinely. For its endocrine work, group of cells are found in pancreas, and these group of cells are called islets of Langerhans. These group of cells secretes insulin and glucagon in pancreas. Insulin controls the sugar level. It stores the extra amount of sugar in the form of glycogen in liver, whereas so that it also controls the diabetes in our body. If there is low secretion of insulin, the person causes diabetes mellitus in. So, insulin, lower secretion of insulin causes diabetes mellitus in a person. And if it is secretes normally, then the person not suffering from the diabetes mellitus. Now next is the glucagon. Glucagon works just opposite to the insulin. It converts the glycogen into glucose. So the glucagon, it also endocrine hormone, and it converts the stored glycogen into the glucose. Next is the gonad. These are the two gonads. First is the ovary. Ovary is an endocrine gland. It also works as an endocrine gland, and it found in the female. It secretes estrogen and progesterone. These two hormones are responsible for the female reproductive system in females. Now testes. Testes is found in the male, and it secretes testosterone in male human body, and it is responsible for the development of the male reproductive organ in males, and also for the sperm formation. Now next gland is the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is found in our brain. It is also called master gland because it controls on the endocrine gland by secreting some hormones. First it secretes growth hormone. It is a hormone which is secreted by the pituitary gland. It works because of the secretion of pituitary, but it also secretes some stimulating hormones. These stimulating hormones controls the particular gland. It regulates, these stimulating hormones regulates that particular gland, so that it is also called master gland, because its secretion, its stimulating hormone secretion controls the other endocrine gland, so that it is called master gland. Now growth hormone. Growth hormone, it is responsible for the normal growth of human body, but its deficiency causes dwarfism in a person. The person suffering from dwarfism, these persons are low in height than the normal, and gigantes are the person when the growth hormone secretes more in a person. That type of person suffers from the gigantes. This gigantes suffering a person having very high height and than the normal, so that type of disease is called gigantes. Now next stimulating hormone is the thyroid stimulating hormone. This thyroid stimulating hormone regulates the secretion of thyroid gland. Follicle stimulating hormone. Follicle stimulating hormone controls both the gonads, testes and ovaries in male and female. Oxytocin. Oxytocin hormone secretes in female at the time of childbirth, and prolactin is also a hormone which secretes in females for the production of milk after the childbirth. This is all about the pituitary gland, and with the next unit we will meet in next class. Till then, thank you.